I'm sorry, you're not
don't
even on the
stop,
thing.
man. You wanna bang the boogie, bang, bang. And that song.
Really? Hello. We've been gone for a little bit.
Oh yeah, we've been out of here.
Man is never
To the
consistent.
moon. To the moon. We've been there, back. Check it out. Check it out. Y'all see that? I know that don't go together. It's froze, baby. Oh yeah. See the hat? Look at that. See the hat? LA. West. West side. West side, the best side. Yeah. I know I got, but if I gotta choose the coast, I gotta choose the east. I live out here, so don't go there. Oh, that's big, by the way. Oh, yeah.
Okay, top of the hour. So let's stop the rapping. It's top of the hour.
West side. We've been super busy. I got chubby.
Which is not an excuse.
But yeah, we've been super busy. My wife, she got 99,000 jobs. I get up 4 o'clock every morning. Get home super late, but a little bit of what we've been up to, I guess. Maybe anniversary a couple weeks ago. I got my LA hat on. I've been wearing it since I left Los Angeles. Never was a fan of Los Angeles. Went out there, now I want to live there. Uh, Beautiful state. Um, Actually, been one. I told my wife it was the best vacation slash trip or whatever that we've been on since we've been together. Miami was my it was Miami, then the cruise, and probably South Africa. South Africa was a once in a lifetime thing for me personally, but then we went to LA, and LA is not it.
It was fun. We had a lot of fun in LA, actually. It was the fun part of the trip.
Well, for me it was seeing JB because I kind of like idolized him a little bit, but other than that, like the most memorable for me is you don't even know this when we rode the bikes on Venice Beach or whatever it was.
Mhm.
And what the bike ride is when we got off the bike and I seen all them cars. If you could have seen it, I wish I could have took a picture of your face when I was like, hey, look at all them classic cars. It was like you almost threw the bike down to go up there. Like the look on your face though was priceless. It was like a kid that just had $1 million in a candy store, and you don't even know you did that.
Aw. Yeah,
So,
no.
it was like you was like where we gonna park at? It was like you was, like really you really doing that over some cars. But that was the most memorable part. But I don't know. Looking at you in the convertible, like yep, you deserve one of these.
Interesting. Yeah, it was very. I liked it because we it seemed like we were there for a short time, but we got a chance to do a lot of different stuff too.
And it's a whole.
It was just relaxing. I mean, I don't know what. It was relaxing. We did stuff, but it wasn't like a tight itinerary or anything like that. It was more like a relaxing doing stuff.
Yeah, because like when we went to New York, it was like
boom, 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 boom. Yeah,
and I mean it was fun, but it wasn't as like she said, relaxing.
Yeah.
So
yeah, so we did that. What else? Top of the hour. Let's see. Oh, so the thing going on with that singer, dude, the David guy. I didn't. I've heard of him, and the only reason why I knew his name when they said it is because I saw it, and I was like, I remember there's a singer or somebody that has a 4 in his name, and it says David. And then of course when I asked the kids knew who he was, and so that case is interesting.
Guilty.
I don't know why. No, I do know why the police haven't. Well, no, this is what would be worrisome to me: the fact that the police have not came out and officially cleared him, and the fact that the autopsy has apparently been completed, but I don't think they gave they've publicized the autopsy report. So I know they released the body to the family and everything, but they haven't publicized.
Body. It wasn't no body. It was just bones.
Well, I mean, she was covered in pieces. We don't know. She was decomposed. We don't know if she's fully just bones.
Oh.
But so I just find it strange that they haven't. People are saying he's cooperating with the police, but I find it strange that the police haven't, as far as I know, given any type of press conference to say, like, he's cooperating with us, because they see all the rumors going out, and he's not a person of interest. Like, they haven't cleared him at all. So I really don't know how you clear him, but they haven't cleared him at all.
Well, it's because they're trying to dot their T's and cross their I's and dot their T's.
Right.
Wait a minute. I still said it wrong.
No, yeah.
Cross the I's.
Not the I's.
Dot the I's.
Cross their T's.
Yeah, that's what they're doing. But they already got him. That's the reason they came out and cleared him.
I think so too. I think they're making sure they can solidify the evidence before
100%.
They come out publicly and say. So anyway, that's that case. And then there was, I don't know, because it's a lot going on. Oh, there was the whole Cardi B stuff, and I just happened to kind of see bits and pieces of this. She was talking about how Offset how he treated her. No, so this is what I found interesting. She was talking about how Offset kept cheating on her, but she said it wasn't the cheating that made her necessarily leave. It's because he had her out in the streets.
What you mean?
So what I put Mirror that tonight. So my thing is, like, it felt like it was almost like this whole, that saying when people say, I don't care what you do, just don't bring it home type of thing. Like, that's the type of situation she was in. If that's truly how she worded it, because I didn't see it, and if that's the case, then I really don't know how people can say that she is supposedly healed by being with the Stefan guy, because even that type of mindset, I don't think is one that's healthy, because regardless of what your beliefs are, it's really hard to say that you really love yourself if you're going to let someone cheat on you as long as they don't bring you home. Because there's other things to worry about with that. Aside from the emotional stuff, there's STD, all kind of stuff that you can contract.
That's why
because they're just out there.
Tasha K probably said she had herpes, because, like, if it's happening and you ain't saying nothing, the odds of you contracting something is high, probably in this day and age. So yeah. And
then it seems like she may have, like, the Stefan guy is not even. What's his name? Stefan
Diggs. Now stop acting like he's just a.
I don't know who he is. Stefan, he's a football player, but I don't know him because I don't watch it. His team, probably. What's his team?
I don't know who he would.
Okay, so then why are you talking?
Because he's been in the league for.
Well, I know he was a football. I knew he was a football player. It's just that I'm like,
I don't know who he play with now anyway.
Okay, but anyway, it seems like there's stuff coming up with him. Like, people are dropping receipts, they said, of videos with him with them, and so it's like she's almost in the same situation.
Yeah, but it's not a but from her standpoint, how she viewing it is she know this time, like, she actually know what she was getting into, so it don't.
No, I don't think she knows though.
Yeah, she very much knew that dude was a dude. See, I was trying not to say that, but she already knew. So it's like if you know somebody, if you go into something with an expectation of, okay, this is how it's going to be, and that expectation doesn't get met, and this person does something else, it's going to bother you a little bit more. But if you go into it knowing that this person is going to cheat and they got all these other kids, mothers, and all this other stuff, you're not going to really.
Yeah, but I don't think she knew that. That's my point. No, because apparently this lady just came out in December after they started dating, saying she had his baby or whatever, and then the girl who's the OnlyFans person, whatever, she just came out just last week after most of these people came out after Cardi B announced she was pregnant. And this is what they're reporting, that after she announced she was pregnant, then these people came out like, okay, well, he's got a paternity thing going on and blah blah blah. So I guess they say Cardi B's trying to say she's not worried about it, it's not bothering her or whatever, but I don't know if I believe that. I think she has to say it to save face, especially because she's pregnant by her.
Man, Cardi from the hood. She used to that. So
she's not. That's why she left Offset.
No. But that's what I'm saying. She know what she was getting into. She knew Stefan wasn't.
How do you figure that? They said there's.
We know he ain't nothing. He been public. It's been public that he had before she even started dating him that he got kids and
no,
messing with different
because
women.
that's not true though. Because he doesn't have kids. His kids that he do. I mean, he has kids now, but the kids that he do have, he had one daughter that was older, and now he got 2 kids that are like back to back. So he didn't have kids.
Yeah, well.
And both of these kids, or I guess, happened around the same time he was with Cardi, type of thing. That's what I'm saying. So I don't think she knew that, that type of stuff was going on. Now, apparently he was with the girl and probably got her pregnant and then started dating Cardi or whatever. But the thing is, the whole paternity lawsuit didn't come up until after.
But that would explain why Cardi started taking them off her page too. She probably didn't even know she was pregnant, because at one point they had reported, you know how the internet people are. They reported that it's Cardi and Stefan still together because she removed all his pictures.
Mm-hmm.
So her being her, she probably had heard something about that then.
Yeah,
and then by the time she found out she was pregnant, it was too late now.
Yeah.
So.
That's just weird. But anyway, let's see. I think that was all for the top of the hour. So anyway, we do have a topic today. It was a lot of top of hours because we haven't been on for a while. But anyway, we have a topic today. So can you teach someone to love? Jermaine came up with this topic. What's your thoughts on it?
I say yes. But I say yes with, I don't want to say with hesitation, but I say you can. I'll just jump into it. I think you can teach somebody to love if you're willing to learn. If the person is willing to learn. Because what I learned, I'm saying yes because of me. You had to teach me how to love you. I can say I love you, but and you still teaching me, because at the end of the day, it's a process where most people try to love people, and you told me this. Most people try to love people how they want to be loved. So I know nothing about love languages. I'm pretty sure a lot of people don't know nothing about love languages. If they do, they don't pay attention to it, right? So you cannot try to love somebody that treat me like I, treat you. How do they say it? Treat me like
I want to be treated.
No, you treat people like you want to be treated. Yeah, that. I mean, that works to an extent when it comes to certain things, but I just think that you can teach people if they're willing to learn. Because for me to try to, for instance, if somebody's in a relationship with somebody and all they know how to do is do this for that person and make that person smile, make that person happy, make that their day. For whatever reason, that relationship goes awry and they go get in a relationship. Those same tactics may not work with that other person. So that other person should be trying to tell you and show you how they need to be loved and appreciated, show appreciation for, and all that other stuff.
Yeah, but right? I think it goes deeper than that.
Well, it does. It does go deeper than that, but that's on the surface where it begins.
Yeah, but a person, I look at teaching somebody to love not just because they with a new person. I'm looking at it from the aspect that they just don't know how to love. Period. Like they didn't receive that type of love when they were growing up. So they're not aware of how to love. Like with every person, every time you're in a new relationship, of course, the person has to learn you, and they have to learn. Okay, this is their love language, but I don't think that's the same as teaching someone to love. To me, I'm looking at teaching someone to love as that person not knowing what love is. Period. They wouldn't even know. It doesn't matter who they're with. They wouldn't know how to love that person.
I agree. Because at the end of the day, so you don't think you taught me how to love?
That's not what I'm saying. I'm just trying to, because you start talking about like, if love language and I know your love. I'm like, I don't know if that's really part, because you're not going to know anyone's love language until they tell you.
Yes, but if you're not paying attention to those things, so for instance.
But I'm saying I'm dividing it up though. I'm saying that's surface.
That's what and that's where it starts on the surface though.
No, it's deep. So that's what I'm saying. I think it's deeper than that, because it doesn't have anything to do with not knowing a person's love language. To me, in my opinion,
if somebody don't know how to make somebody smile and just on the surface level happy, they're not going to get to. If they can't get past that part, they're not going to be willing or able to hear what you have to say about trying to even get to the deeper aspect of the love thing.
No, but I know, but I'm saying like when we're talking about teaching, I'm not even at that part. I'm saying when you're talking about teaching someone to love, it goes beyond. That's all I was trying to
No,
say.
I agree with that. It
Beyond trying to learn a love
beyond.
languages, but I don't think that's part of it. I think learning someone's love language is a little different than learning someone's love language is teaching them how to love that person. But if you just talking about generally teaching someone how to love, that's different. That's what I'm saying.
Well, yeah, but I think it encompasses all of it. Like you said, yeah, what I was talking about was the surface level. And only reason I'm agreeing with this is because I feel as though that you have done and do it for me because I've always been a cold-hearted person. So because like at first I was like, to my love language, where's Apple? What? No, nigga, do this. I love you. I'm doing this for you, this, that, and the third. And I thought that's what all it encompassed, right? Then after I had to start paying attention and you telling me your love language, what you like, I can't go buy you something and make you happy and that's let me finish.
Okay,
let me finish.
You keep going.
But let me finish. So I had to get past that part of it first. Once you broke that part, we broke that barrier down. Then it started trickling into other things. I remember conversations we had where you said like if you just don't care about people or something had happened about because I was like I don't care that happened to them. It ain't me. I don't know them. Then you was like, well, you don't have no compassion, right? So now we're getting deeper because compassion is part of love, right? And that's not just for you, that's just for other people as well. But I had to get past the first part to start hearing you about, compassion and everything else.
I don't know if that
because when you
I don't know if you don't know love, this is maybe I worded like if a person doesn't know love, I don't think a person can adequately love someone according to their love language. You have to know some aspect of love first.
Well,
in order to, otherwise what you're doing is just a checkbox type of thing.
Exactly.
Oh, they said do this, check. They said this makes them feel good, check. They said this makes them feel good. But even in that respect, this goes to show again that love is more than just a feeling.
Yep.
Because there's some people who are so neglected when they're younger and everything else that they don't even recognize the feeling of love, right? So they have to be taught how to even feel love. And then there's also people who have that going on, or they don't know how to show love, like as far as action. So they may think they feel love, but they don't know how to show love in the form of action. And so I think those are two different components of it, where you have some people that have both going on that they don't know either, or they may have one without the other, or and back and forth. But I agree. I think a person can learn. That's what let me say. I think a person can learn how to love. I think even in respect to the feeling aspect of it, with counseling and prayer and everything else, I think a person can learn how to feel love too. I question whether or not the appropriate place to do that is within a relationship, though.
Well, that's a whole nother topic. I agree and disagree with that, but I just want to say again, I know for a fact that you honestly helped me understand what love and have taught me and still teaching me what love is, right? Because everything you just said, my relationship with my mother, how I was raised and all of that. So I didn't have a lot of that. Mm-hmm. And all through my other marriage, I had it maybe, but I didn't know how to reciprocate it, mm-hmm. Right? And to my point, a lot of people, and I will argue with somebody to this day, about what I'm getting ready to say, because I used to think like this. How we talk about cheating and a man go cheat and then come home and lay in the bed with his wife or his girl. You can't possibly love that person.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can't possibly love two people at one time,
Mm-hmm.
right? I used to think, and I know a lot of people still think, oh, if you cheat on your wife or your husband or whatever, yeah, you love that person. No, you can't, because, and I don't care who I argue anybody, and I know what I've done in my past, but for me to actually take my clothes off with another woman, I don't love you, because how do I even get to that stage? I didn't think like that before.
Right.
So where did I get it from? Because I didn't get it from my last marriage. I didn't get it from nobody else I was dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
Who taught me that? And isn't that a part of love?
Yeah, I don't disagree. I'm just saying. Yeah,
you just saying
I don't disagree. I'm just. And my question is, I wonder whether or not that's the appropriate place. If
Well,
in a relationship is the appropriate place. I don't think that is for. I don't think it's an ideal place to be at.
No, it's not.
For a lot
agree
of
with that.
Relationships, because it's a lot of strain.
And
It's not something that's easy, because you with the way you say it makes it seem, and I appreciate that, but it wasn't a walk in the park though.
No, anybody said it was.
So I don't know if I think that people
More like a job.
what'd you say?
It's more like a job.
Unpaid job, unpaid
I said
labor.
jog.
Oh, I thought you said
You said no walk in the
I
park.
thought you said pay. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
a jog.
it's more like a job.
Well, I like
It's a walk.
jogging though.
Yeah. Well, see, then that's
But
why you
no.
mad, because you love me. Yeah.
But anyway, so I think that people, this is what I think. If a person encounters someone who is dealing with that, I think the best way to deal with it is to encourage them to seek counseling and to go through counseling, because it's too much. It causes so much early strain in the relationship that, and I'll just say, like, who was it that Martia said? That's not everybody's calling. Like, everyone's calling isn't to do something like that. So it could cause this enough strain where even if a person does successfully teach someone to love, by the time they didn't finish teaching them, they ready to go.
Or they didn't.
Because now they tired. They tired. They tired of you. They tired of everything else.
Hey, but they taught you out of love, and the next person gonna be happy as heck. So,
Right.
but I'll say this as well. No, it's definitely not. And the key to it, though, I don't care. It don't have to be in a relationship, but the key to it is the person has to be open to it. You have to be, and I think that's a lot of. I heard this on something I was listening to, one of them skits or podcasts that I was listening to. A lot of times in relationships, people they always talk about what their partner did or didn't do, or this, that, and the third, and they don't look at themselves for their own faults, as if they're the perfect person, right? And one of the things that I would say is, if you're not willing to listen to somebody, whether it's your partner, whether it's whatever, you're not really ready to learn anything. If you think you know everything, or and I'm guilty of that, and you think because you've been doing something one way so long that's the way and it's the best way, when there's other ways. So you have to open your mind for anybody to teach you anything, and especially when it comes to love.
Yeah.
Like, so it don't, like you said, it shouldn't be in a relationship, because it's definitely hard. But on the same token, whether it's a relationship, whether it's through counseling, whether it's through, well, it can't really be through. I don't think it can be through self therapy and stuff like that, because then you don't have an objective viewpoint from it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So everything is still in your own way, but you just have to sit there and say to yourself, why have I had failed relationship after failed relationship? Or what is wrong with me?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And then you could maybe potentially begin to want to learn how to love. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I think you can.
It takes that. Here's that word again. You have to be intentional about it, and that means just what it means. You have to be intentional about trying to learn that, trying to develop that capacity, and then be honest and truthful about it. Because there may be some people that have just had so much happen to them that they can't.
I don't think they can understand if you have so much thing, like I don't think if you come from certain situations, especially with your family, that I don't think it's possible for you to even understand at times what love is.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, I never knew. Well, I'll say this: when you're in a certain situation for so long, and like you and I always talk, things become a normality to you. Then it'd be hard to see things from another perspective. So you can't even understand what love is. I see a lot of people on my timeline how they be talking about, oh, I gotta make up to my wife or my girl because I cheated or she caught me, but I know what I have and I shouldn't have. Well, if you know what you had and you love what you had, you ain't gonna go let a crackhead drive your car because you love your car, right? So why would you go let a strange woman fill your body because you got a girlfriend or wife or whatever you got at home?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like when you come for something, you just don't. Sometimes you can't understand other things.
Yeah.
And that is the hardest thing in the world.
I agree.
So
I agree. All right.
So you taught me, baby.
All right. Now I'm ready to go. No, please.
No matter who next. Who next? They're gonna be the happiest person in the world. I'm gonna get them to write you a thank you letter.
All right. So then the other topic.
Well, before she starts, I want this intermission. Now they have commercial breaks. This message is brought to you by. I just want to say this. I told my wife earlier today. I may not be a lot of things. I just want to say this to you publicly. Mm-hmm. It may not be a lot of things. I ain't the tallest guy, I ain't the biggest guy, the richest guy, I ain't the cutest guy, right? But what I am and what I forever will be is in love with you.
Oh, that's sweet.
Right?
Yeah.
And it ain't too many people. I was thinking about this too today. There's not too many people that get their dream woman. I told you I ain't had too many goals in my life. I said one thing in my life, like, I'm gonna marry me an attorney. I did that. So you're my dream woman, my dream wife, and I'll start. And it's funny, when I say this, the only other thing that I said that I wanted in life is about to happen too. I ain't gonna say the only other thing that I wanted in life, but one of the things that I said that I wanted is about to happen too. So, in essence, you are a dream come true, and I thank you.
Thank you.
This message was brought to you by Jermaine Brown. No, this message was brought to you by Jermaine Brown and his feelings. Sometimes he don't get out of them, but he loves his wife.
I can't wait.
And we're moving to Cali in like 2 or 3 years. We got to come up with a plan. That's my other goal. I just got that one about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, that's what he keeps saying.
Took me 40 years to find my dream wife. It ain't gonna take me long in California. You got 3 years. Huh? I'm gonna sell everything, including you. Be out of here, buddy. Be over there on the beach with a big belly and all. I'm here, Cali. Yeah, exactly what you said.
All right. So then the next thing that I want to talk about really quick, because we had the discussion before and you sent it to me on text message. So we're gonna talk about it.
So I ain't gotta talk about it.
No, you're gonna talk about it because you once sent it. Whether or not you can not like a person that you love.
I don't know how I feel about that. Can you not like a person? I sent you that?
Yes, you did.
You pull up a text message or something I said? You
just sent it to me.
Oh, I thought you was
No, it was earlier today.
Whether or not you can like a person.
Can you love someone without liking them?
I don't know.
I think you can.
And if I said something different than how I'm feeling now, then I've changed my mentality or my thought process. I've heard Michelle Obama say that. I heard other people say it. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't like my husband, but I love him. There's gonna be times where you don't like your partner and this, that, and that. I don't know how I really feel about that.
Okay. Why?
Because I feel as though if I don't like you, I can't love you. Yep. If I don't like you, I ain't gonna. I mean, I can love you, but I ain't gonna. I can love. It's like it's gonna be a different type of love. It's gonna be like the love that God wants us to have for people. Like it's not gonna be a love like like you're my wife type of love. Because if I don't like you, I don't like you.
Okay, so then let me maybe this is help with that concept. You think that some of the women who are in abusive relationships love the person that's abusing them?
I think they're trauma bonded.
Oh no,
And
but
scared to leave.
do they love them?
I don't think they love themselves.
Mm-mm.
I don't.
Do they love the person?
No, I don't think they do. I just think they're scared to leave.
Okay, so you don't. Do you think
scared of being alone or whatever?
so? A person who gets cheated on by whose spouse cheated on them, you don't think they love their spouse? Not the cheating person, but the other person.
Do they love their spouse?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Do you think that when they find out the person cheated on them, they can not like them at that time, but still be in love with them because of what they did to them?
I don't know. Because if you cheat on me, I'm not gonna like you.
Of course, you're not gonna like me, but you might still love me because love don't just go away like that.
Well, but I'm not gonna like you, and I'm gonna love you, like I said, because I'm gonna love you. I'm gonna forgive you. That's what God wants me to be, but I ain't gonna be with you.
You told people I'm not saying anything about being with me, but you said before that love doesn't just disappear like that.
It doesn't.
But and even romantic love doesn't just disappear.
Doesn't.
So if somebody can make you mad, make you say I don't like you right now, because when you say you don't like something, you're really saying. It's almost like God said, hate the sin and not the sinner. It's almost like liking is talking about the person's behavior, what the person has done, the person's personality. Love is something different. Love is the connection you have with the person, the emotional bond that you have with the person. So it's totally different.
If I don't like you, the only love I have for you is the love that God wants me to
Okay, so if I cheat on you, you gonna still like me?
I'm gonna still love you.
So you gotta like me too, because you just said you told me just now that romantic love doesn't just go away.
No, it doesn't.
Okay, so what are you gonna if I cheat on you still romantically in love with me?
Probably.
I thought you said you didn't like me though.
I didn't say that.
Yes, you did. You did.
I'm not gonna connect them like that.
You said I don't like you.
At that point, my love, I'm still gonna love you.
But you gotta like me.
I'm not like ain't even gonna be in my vocabulary. I'm probably not gonna love you at that moment because I'm so hurt.
You wouldn't be hurt if you didn't love me.
Huh?
You wouldn't be hurt if you didn't love me at that moment.
Yeah,
you love me. You just don't like me.
No, I love you.
No, you definitely love me.
I don't love you at that moment.
No. That ain't how it works.
That's how it works with me.
Disappear.
Hey man, well, it's the half empty, half full thing again.
No, it
don't disappear.
Okay.
But in my mind, I'm not loving you right now because of what you did to me.
But how can you can't just stop loving someone?
You can't just stop liking somebody.
Why can't you?
Why can't you stop loving them?
Because you just said love doesn't disappear.
So the like doesn't disappear neither.
Sure it does.
Well,
like you like friends that you just be like, okay, now they didn't did something to you.
I still love them. I love friends.
That's the whole point. You can love somebody even not like them. Exactly. So you make the point. You're making the point.
I don't know. I'm talking about a relationship, man.
In a relationship, that's the same thing.
You said that to me a couple weeks ago, and that kind of pissed me off. What? Talking about you thinking there ain't been times I don't like you? What? What did I say? Yeah, if I ever say I don't like you, then I'm not about to be with you.
Because you just
peed me off. You done ticked me off a whole lot of times, right? But I ain't never said I don't like you. If I say I don't like you, I'm not gonna be with you. That's just me. So I don't know what else you want me to say about that, buddy.
So again, when we're talking about the feeling of like is something totally different than love.
If I tell you I don't like you, I don't love you.
Are not the same thing.
You're right. It's not. But if I tell you I don't like you,
you just went back. You keep changing your stance. So he has no appropriate stance right now because he needs to think about that.
Yeah, I need to think about that.
So I need to apparently I need to continue to teach love.
I don't know because all I know is if I tell you I don't like you, if I tell you I don't like you, then that means I probably don't have no feelings for you at all.
Well, then you mixing the emotions up, and they're not the same thing.
But I'm trying
because again, it's similar to hate the sin, but not the sinner. hating the sin is the whole. I don't like that you
But
did
see, that's
that.
the thing. I'm not gonna hate the sin or hate the sinner. I'm gonna dislike both of y'all.
No, see, that's not how it works.
That's what I'm just saying.
It's not how it works at all.
That's how Jermaine works.
But that's not how it's supposed to work. So anyway,
That's interesting. Though. I'm gonna have to really think about that.
you
That's
definitely
gonna be to be
can.
continued.
I feel like you can. Psychologists say you can. I think it to be true because I don't put like in the same category as love at all. I don't think they're the same thing at all. I think that for a relationship to be successful, you have to love the person and like them, but you have to love the person and you have to at least at times like them. But if you have a relationship where you never like the person, but you love them, that's not gonna work because that means they always doing something that you don't like. That means they're always engaged, and that's why I said the abuse of people because there are people who have been abused. There's people who may have they may not have been trauma bonded because maybe they haven't been in an abusive relationship that long. Maybe they were in love with the person hit them one time. That doesn't make them just all of a sudden fall out of love with them, but they may be the type of person that be like, oh no, you only got one time to hit me and I'm gone. Don't mean they don't love them. That is not going to hurt for them to walk away, but I'm telling you right now, they don't like that the person hit them. Yeah, and they don't like that behavior from the person. And that's what it means when they say you
so
like.
You're talking about the behavior, not the person.
So I told you that's what like is. When you say you don't like someone, it's because when you talk about like, it's because you don't like the behavior. You don't like maybe something that you don't like their personality. Maybe their person they did something, they didn't flip on you. Yeah. And you're like, well, that's not who I thought you were. I don't like that.
So then that's what I'm talking about right there. Now you're right. I'm gonna have to go. I think my mama took some Tylenol or something when I was a baby. Because that's the thing. Like I guess I contribute or attribute like and dislike like the same thing or not just wanting to mess with you. Period. Because like if I don't like you, it's like I don't have any feelings for you at all. So I hear what you're saying. And I get it. I totally understand what you're saying. You made it registered when you said it. But it's just like with me, who I am, for me to say I don't like somebody.
But that's what I'm saying. So then that's something you need to work on because they shouldn't be combined like that.
Yeah, well,
that's mixing emotions.
I just
and that's not.
You're right. Yeah. Because if I don't like something, how many times we went somewhere and maybe we wanted to do, or you wanted to do something, or wanted me to do something with you and the kids, and I'm like, I don't like it, and I just don't do it.
Well, yeah, that's different.
So if I don't like something, that's with me with everything. Like if I don't like you, if you my wife and I don't like you, I'm leaving your ass. That means I don't love you no more. That's why I got upset when you said, you mean you don't like me at times? Because if I ever tell you I don't like you,
because I know how to separate them out.
Yeah, well,
because that's you could call it emotional maturity.
I'm a little bit there. I ain't no way. I don't like you. I don't like you. I'm sorry. I don't like you. I don't like you.
Lord have mercy. But anyway, so when people say that, that's where they're coming from. They're coming from that stance, like. That like it's not like I hate you. It's just like I don't really like you right now because what you just did was messed up. Right now,
that's like my brother. I'm just thinking. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just thinking. That's like my brother. All the stuff my brother did to me coming up. Mm-hmm. I don't think I loved him because I couldn't stand him. Didn't like him. It was only to you, me and you. That's all I like him. So then I love him.
No, what happened was that the love was always there. You just didn't realize it.
No.
Yes.
It was there and then it went away because I stopped liking him.
No, you stopped liking him. But let me tell you how I know that the love was still there because if you didn't have any love for him, every time you talked about that whole, I always wanted to be my brother, that was painful for you. It wouldn't have been painful for you anymore if you didn't feel anything for him at that time, anything about anything.
Well, no, I didn't think about it.
No, but I'm just saying. But when you talked, that stuff was still very painful.
I'll tell you like this: my uncle Tony. Mm-hmm. I love that man to the moon and back. Tony was the biggest gangster. Taught me how to fight. Tony taught me like street stuff and this, that, and the third. But I don't like him. If my aunt called and told me he died today, I don't care. I don't. Now, from how God want me to be, I have that much love for him. I don't want anything to happen to him.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I don't wish any ill will on him. But that's one funeral I wouldn't go to. But if he called me and said, hey, nephew, I was wrong, this, that, and the third, and blase this and blase that, and then we start talking back and forth occasionally, and I see he changed, and
that's something that you have to work on, seriously though, because those shouldn't be intertwined like that. They really should not.
Yeah,
because you should be able to regulate better than that. They shouldn't be intertwined. Where like it's either all or that puts it in an all or nothing.
Yeah.
With you and nothing. Yeah. You shouldn't be like, especially when it comes to love. So it shouldn't be an all or nothing type thing like that. That's not how that works. It just really isn't. So because it's been time when maybe kids and parents fall out. Don't mean they don't love their parents, but they may not like them at that time. Like, but they still love them. Like they still, if something happened to them, it's going to break their heart. It's going to blow. It's that type of thing. So, but no, I don't like them because they doing this. You have kids who had parents or who have parents who are, for example, drug addicts. And them kids don't like what their parents are doing. When I used to work at the substance abuse center, it was a lot of people. One of the things they kept talking about was how it impacted their relationship with their children. But then when we had the family group meetings, yeah, their kids were angry at them. Yeah, they did not like them. But then you could tell their kids loved them though. And if had that person not been that drug addict, had that person not did the things that kid would have had, you know what I'm saying? Their relationship would have been great. So they love them. They just don't like that that's what they were doing. They don't like that that's the person they turned out to be.
I don't know if I'll be able to separate that in this lifetime, though. I was just sitting here thinking about a certain situation, and it was like, yeah, I did used to like that, I love that person, and now I don't want nothing bad to have to do, but I don't really care. So I don't know. That's that. I don't know. I could try to work on that, but I don't think that one will happen in this lifetime.
Well, you have to be intentional. So that's the whole part of loving appropriately too, though, and learning how to love. All that is combined. And so you have to be intentional about that too, because it never should be. I think people put themselves in a very precarious predicament when they are so inflexible, rigid when it comes to something like that.
That's probably why I don't have no friends.
Well, it's not necessarily. It could be, but I'm just saying when you're that rigid. For example, how can you even exercise grace or forgiveness or anything if you can't differentiate the two? Like you have to be able to say like what you did was messed up, but I still love you. And when you say what you did is messed up, that's that whole I'm not liking you, right? I don't like what you did.
Well, I can differentiate because at the end of the day, I know I'm supposed to. God wants me to love everyone, no matter what happens. So as hard as just like when kids get killed or family members get killed, and the mother forgives the killer, right? That's what God wants her to do, or him or whoever wants them to do. So me knowing that is my grace of when I say my grace is like, okay, yeah, I don't like you. I don't have no feelings towards you at all. I mean, I wish you the best, whatever, you prosper in your life, but at that point, I don't really care.
Well, so then that's not what God was talking about or anything. God was saying, just say you love them, but don't really care.
No, I mean, I love them and I'm giving them grace. I love them.
That's not loving them. If you don't care, that's not loving. That's not how God would love.
Okay.
That is not how God would love. That's not how God would want us to love. Don't do that.
And you might be right on that too, because yeah, I don't know if I could do that neither. You're right.
So again, that's stuff that you have to take. Well, that's part of your growth in relationship with God, growth in relationship in love, and relationship, emotional maturity, all that stuff. That's all part of it. But there's probably a lot of people that struggle with that. But I'm just saying, people put themselves in a precarious situation when they're that rigid, because then you kind of cut off relationships prematurely. You burn bridges prematurely. All of that stuff starts to happen. You have a disconnect from your family prematurely, or based off of one thing. We're not supposed to harbor that type of that's why they should be they're supposed to be separate feelings. They should be separate feelings, and it does a lot of damage to have them so tightly interwoven that you can't differentiate from one to the other.
Yeah, I'm sitting here thinking. Yeah, I mean, actually, two good subjects, baby. I have to think about. I'm sitting here thinking, like, it's like, okay, if I know, for instance, D, right? I still love D. I don't care how you feel.
Mm-hmm.
You wanna know why?
Why?
Because I ain't do nothing to him.
All right.
It like, I'm not mad at you because you got whatever problem with me.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't dealing with you.
All right.
But if he would have did something to me,
Mm-hmm.
then like, it'd have been a whole different conversation.
Yeah.
But so your issue with me is whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have an issue with you.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I can still love you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, for instance, what the stuff my brother did, I had an issue with him.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff my uncle did, I got an issue with that.
Mm-hmm.
And you.
Mm-hmm.
So I got no feelings with it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. But you're right. I see what you're saying. I understand.
Well, I think that's all we have for today.
Yeah, I gotta go.
We'll be back next week. I say this every time, so
She.
I'm gonna just pray on it, because
We're trying, y'all understand.
I think what I'm gonna start doing though is, because I'm more available than Jermaine is sometimes, and I think maybe I'll just at those times come on by myself and talk about some stuff or something, so that at least it's consistent.
And if I'm not home, you can learn how to do the little screen thing, and I can be on the other side while I'm in my truck.
I can have guests.
Man, I done got fat, man. Look at my face.
He keep playing. He gonna be like them people that the person get injured on the team, and then the second string come out and I'll do. He'll get that spot back. Keep playing.
That's why I'm trying to get to California, just in case that happens.
Anyway, bye. I hate them blonde. Got change them. All right. Have a good night, everyone.
Why do you look so dirty?
I think because the sun or something.
Well, that one look like it got a heart in it. Oh, never mind.
Yeah. Anyway, we got to change those. We're not dirty people at all.
Speak for yourself.
I refuse to let him be dirty here.
You don't love me.
I don't like you.
Say that again. Say that again. You ain't gonna have me to love or like, man. Oh man.
All right. Have a good night.
Hey, but I'll tell y'all something before she stop it. Stop that one.
What?
Again, it's something about having the woman of your dreams and everything else of your dreams. Thank you, baby. Hope you dream tonight. I don't know what that meant.
I don't either. Bye.
You're definitely a woman.